Welcome to Shadows of Power, Political Thriller Tales. This is Power, Lies, Betrayal, the political coup that changed everything. Power is a fragile thing, a house of cards built on secrets, lies, and whispered betrayals. And tonight, in the heart of Nyasira, one secret was about to be silenced forever. Midnight. The city breathed in uneasy silence. Neon lights flickered in the distance, reflecting off empty streets. But hidden in the shadows, something darker stirred. A black sedan moved like a ghost through the night, its windows tinted, its destination clear. Inside, two men sat in silence, their hands steady, their faces unreadable. The vice president of Nyasira would not live to see the sunrise. Miles away, inside the grand halls of his private residence, Vice President Emmanuel Obasi was alone. A man who had spent his life in the corridors of power. Yet tonight, he sat in quiet contemplation, a glass of whiskey in one hand, a classified dossier in the other. A red stamp burned across the papers. Top secret. Inside were details that could reshape Nyasira's future. Names, dates, plans, and then the sound. Perhaps it was instinct, or maybe just paranoia, but for the briefest moment, the vice president knew. He turned. Too late. A silenced gun flashed in the darkness. One shot. A gasp. A body slumping forward. Blood seeping onto national secrets. And as the darkness swallowed him whole, the assassin leaned in and whispered three final words for the future of Nyasira. Morning came, but not with light. Instead, it brought fear. News anchors choked on their words, their voices thin with shock. Radio waves crackled with urgent bulletins. A nation had just lost its second in command. And yet, somewhere far from the chaos, one man was already celebrating. General Atiba, decorated war hero, respected strategist, and third in line to the presidency. And now, the man who held Nyasira's fate in the palm of his hand. From the comfort of his private estate, he watched the news unfold. His general stood behind him, stiff with anticipation. But Atiba only smiled. "They are afraid," he muttered, swirling the coffee in his cup. "They are searching for answers." He exhaled slowly, his lips curling. "And soon, I will give them one." The streets of Nyasira exploded. Protests swarmed through the capital. Shouts of fury, signs raised high, smoke curled into the air as fear and confusion turned to anger. The people demanded justice, but justice was nowhere to be found. The government scrambled to contain the unrest. The president's security was tightened, and behind closed doors, the real war began. Beneath the presidential palace, in a dimly bunker, President Zuberi listened in silence. Before him, his ministers argued, accusations flying like gunfire. Some demanded a lockdown, others a full-scale investigation. Then, a whisper sliced through the noise. "Sir, the army is moving against you." At that moment, the president understood one thing. Power is not just about ruling. It's about knowing when you're about to fall. And Zuberi knew he was out of time. Under the cover of night, he moved. Down hidden corridors, through secret tunnels, every step laced with desperation. The escape was within reach. Freedom, so close. But then, he heard it. His own bodyguards stood before him, their faces unreadable, their weapons pointed at his heart. Before President Zuberi could plead for his life, shots ran out and it was all over. As the sun rose over Nyasira, General Atiba walked into the presidential palace. No resistance, no chaos, just the quiet certainty of victory. He moved through the halls, the walls adorned with the portraits of leaders who came before him. And then he sat behind the great wooden desk of the man who once ruled this nation. He leaned back, exhaling. Nyasira is now mine. But power is never truly secure. In the shadows of a distant office, a single phone rang. A gloved hand answered. 2 words were spoken. Cold, calculated. It's time. And beneath the dim glow of a desk lamp, a single dossier lay open. A photograph of General Atiba, and beneath it, stamped in bold red ink, the next target. In the world of power and betrayal, no one is ever safe. Let us know in the comments who will betray General Atiba. If you want more mysterious stories like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Shadow Watchers.